Hey guys, it's Fida and today we're going to be making Rava pudding. This is going to be a variation of caramel pudding, but instead we're going to be using an extra ingredient that is going to be the Rava. I've previously once uploaded the caramel pudding. You can go check that out if you want. I'll also be making this recipe without an oven, that is, I'll be using a steamer to make the pudding. So if you don't have an oven, be sure to try this recipe out. So this tastes exactly like a normal caramel pudding, but the only difference is going to be the texture. The pudding is extremely soft that it basically melts in your mouth. It's also super delicious and it's perfect to be served if you have guests over. So without any further ado, let's get on to making it. First step, we need to start off by making the caramel. For that, into a pan I'm going to be adding in sugar and a little bit of water. The amount of ingredients I'm going to be telling you in this recipe will be enough for maybe 2 servings, and that's way too little, so if you want more, make sure to double up the recipe or maybe even triple. Use a spatula to mix it up just for the sugar to melt in the water, and after that's melted you can completely set the spatula aside. Now just let it sit like that without mixing or stirring and let the sugar start caramelizing. And once the sugar starts slightly caramelizing like this, use a spatula to mix it up together. At this point, always keep an eye on it because once it starts caramelizing, then there are chances that the sugar will burn really quick. So keep mixing until it comes to a really nice golden brown honey color. Once it comes to this color, you can off the flame and take it off of the heat. You don't want the sugar to burn anymore, so make sure to completely take it off of the heat. Once it's off of the heat though, the sugar will really quickly start crystallizing. So make sure to be really quick and pour it directly into your mold before it starts crystallizing. I've just used a normal steel bowl as my pudding mold. And the extra caramel, I'll be pouring it into another glass mold. Evenly spread it around all over the mold. Then set that aside and we can start on to making the pudding. For that I've taken a pan. Into it I'll be pouring in milk. Again, like I said, I'm using only 1 cup milk. This will be maybe enough for 2 servings. If you want more, double it or triple it. Let's add in some sugar. Now keep stirring to make sure that the milk doesn't stick to the bottom and also to let the sugar dissolve. Into it I'll be adding in some butter. And right when the milk starts boiling, I'll be adding in the Rava. And mix it up. You should just let the Rava cook in the milk for maybe around 30 seconds to 1 minute, not more than that. If you cook it too much, then the pudding is not actually going to turn out well. I've tried this recipe out maybe 2 or 3 times, and when the mixture is too thick, it doesn't turn out so good. So don't overcook the Rava, just let it stir for around 30 seconds to 1 minute, then take it off of the flame. Just let it sit there until we mix up the egg. I've taken a mixing bowl, add in 1 egg and some vanilla extract. Now we're just going to beat this up for maybe 30 seconds, not more than that. Once that's beaten up, you can pour in the Rava mixture little by little. Do not add it all at once. Also make sure that your Rava mixture is not too hot, just warm enough for the eggs not to cook. If your Rava mixture is too hot, then the eggs will immediately start cooking. Once you've mixed it up, the pudding mixture is ready. Now all we have to do is pour it on top of this caramel. Just divide it between the 2 servings. Now we're going to be steaming this pudding, so set up your steamer. Make sure that the utensil you use has tiny holes like this, that way the steam is going to be let up. Keep the pudding and then keep another plate on top. This is going to prevent any steam water from falling onto the pudding. Cover it and steam it for maybe 25 to 30 minutes. After 25 minutes, check up on the pudding. Insert a knife, and if the knife comes out clean, then you know that the pudding is done. Just let this cool for around 10 to 15 minutes and then you can flip it over. And after flipping it over, it's always good if you can keep this in the refrigerator for maybe at least 2 hours so that it can set up really well, and also all the flavors are going to be much better. If not, you can serve it right away too. It's totally fine. Just for an extra decoration, I've topped it off with some caramelized walnuts. If not, you can use raspberries, strawberries, any sort of berries you like, and decorate it however you want. So the pudding is ready, we can serve it. So I hope you try this recipe out, and if you do, send your feedbacks in the comment box. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also ring that notification bell so that you get notifications every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching. Love cooking. Bye bye.